are live from the Spero clinic. Amber, I was just saying, it feels like we just talked on Zoom with you and your husband.
Yes. Yeah, it went by quickly.
I loved you right off the bat. I mean, day one, you were so positive. So, if you would just start with what you have, for how long you've been here, and the floor is yours.
Okay. I am Amber. I have had CRPS for 10 months. I'm one of the ones that got lucky. Well, I mean, you know, we hit some sort of lottery. Let's see, September 28th, Hurricane Ian destroyed our area. And during hurricane cleanup, I tripped over my wiener dog, sprained my ankle, vodka couldn't fix it. So I went to a podiatrist who luckily knew right away that it was CRPS. He was amazing. My second opinion was amazing. They sent me straight to a neurologist because they did not want to diagnose me. I then saw 7 or 8 different doctors, and every time I walked in, it was, there's no way. You don't have CRPS. No one gets that. It's so rare. Like, we don't even know what it is. No. And then I would watch their face drop, and I have seen so many doctors cry when they had to face the realization that, holy hell, you do have CRPS, and this is your death sentence. There's no hope. You're going to, you know, I did not have any use of my left knee, ankle, foot, and I was in 8 to 9 level pain every single day, and they're like, this is going to be the rest of your life. Eventually, it's going to hit your other leg, and you're not going to be able to walk, and you're going to be in a wheelchair until it hits the rest of your limbs, and then you're just going to be a potato. And I refuse to live like a potato. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I paddleboard, I run, I own a running company. My husband and I are race directors. Like, I can't be on a knee scooter the rest of my life and watching everyone I love run past me. So when the pain management doctor freaked out and got incredibly aggressive because my body rejected the spinal block injection or whatever it's called, he immediately wanted to throw me into an emergency surgery for the spinal cord stimulator, and I had a complete and total meltdown. And my mom has Parkinson's, and it took us years to research what the best option was for her Parkinson's before we all agreed as a family for her to have brain surgery. So to me, I needed time with my family and my support system to research something before it's injected into my body and I'm stuck with it for the rest of my life. And again, being active. The main thing it says is if you're an active person, you're going to feel it. It's going to limit you. And I don't deal well with limits. Don't tell me what I can and cannot do. So we did a ton of research. One of my best friends ended up getting me a golden ticket that like only doctors get, and it's for mystery cases. And I talked to a specialist in California, and he was like, you have CRPS for sure. And so I had mentioned the Spero clinic after we found it, and my primary care physician, my podiatrist, this crazy man that I can't remember his name or pronounce it in California, all were like, yes, 110%. Figure it out. Go. What are you waiting for? And so Chad and I hopped on a plane and came out. Anna got us in as soon as she could, thank you, to meet everyone here and see it and walk through. And we had a really, really funny Zoom with Dr. K. I don't think she was prepared for just how ridiculous my husband is. But we laughed, and I knew right away with everything in my heart that we needed to come here. And when we were here and doing the walkthrough, we saw miracles. We met incredible people. And for me, it was, holy shit, I'm not alone. Because as much as my friends and family love me, I don't have a wound. I don't have a gash. My foot is not bleeding. There's nothing that's pain that they can see. So I felt crazy and I felt alone. As much as I was smothered and loved, I still felt like I was losing my mind. And I'm a positive person. And I went through the dark. I went through the deep. I went through the, I don't want to put my husband through this. And you read online that marriages don't make it through this. And that was my biggest fear. And I don't want him to have to take care of me and to miss out on all of the things we love. And I mean, we live in Florida where the Skyway Bridge is. People jump off that thing all the time. Like, you don't want to end up in that place, but you do. And so we just had to make moves. So here we are. We are at the Spero clinic. We stopped reading online reviews. We stopped. I left all the Facebook groups I was in because I couldn't handle the people talking negatively and the concern and the, it's a cult, it costs too much money, it does this, it does that. First of all, how can you put a price on your life? Because you can't. And I didn't have a life. Now I get to go back home, go back to work. I will make all of the money back that we have spent here and then some, because you can't put a price on your life. It's priceless. You do what you need to do and you make it work. And I now, like Dr. K and I were talking, I've now joined back all of these groups, and I have ended up in multiple online fights with people because, first of all, like, don't be a keyboard warrior. I am really good with words. But I also want to take that cliche away. You know, there's so many people that have all these negative opinions and they just don't know. They haven't walked through these doors. They haven't talked to the people. And as soon as you do walk through these doors and you talk to anyone in this building, you're going to know that there is hope and that I see miracles every single day. Every day. I mean, I can walk and jump and dance, and I had no use of my leg 10 months ago. And now I'm going to be running again. So I got my life back. Everyone here is getting their life back every day. It makes my mama heart so happy to see the youngins, because I have 3 girls and I love my kids, and my daughter jokes with me and she says, "Do you have any friends there that are your own age?" And I'm like, I do, but I love the youngins. I love the kids and the teenagers because they haven't gotten to really truly live their lives yet. So to see them getting better and have the opportunity to live their lives, that makes my mama heart happy. I did stupid stuff. I know exactly why I'm where I am. Like, I made bad choices and did crazy things and tripped over a wiener dog. Like, but I had 9 concussions, which is a huge thing. I had the viral and bacterial infections. I had all of the things that created a perfect storm and landed me here. But I'm also now, 13 weeks later, the healthiest version of me. Tammy. Tammy is my NMR specialist therapist. She's my person because I don't know how they decide that a therapist gets matched with a person, but the day that we walked in and met Tammy, it was instant inside jokes. It was instant smiles. It was her apologizing for having RGF, resting giggle face, and then I was like, oh my God, I have that too. I also laugh when I'm uncomfortable and people are crying. So she loves to torture people in a good way, in a very good way. And Tyler and Cam, you can't hide in the back, and I told you you couldn't hide in the back. Get over here. Tyler and Cam are mad scientists. Mad scientists. People ask me every day about my therapies and what's happening and how it works. I don't know. I don't need to know. That's not my job. My job is to give it 110% while I'm here. My job is to stay positive. My job is to get strong. My job is to try to eat enough food every day. Their job is to work the magic and the miracles and to make it all connect. And I was struggling. I ended up having an oxygen allergy. Who's allergic to their own oxygen? We have to breathe every day, but for some reason, I wasn't breathing correctly or something, and I would get to the point of passing out. But these three somehow figured out with lasers and work how to make me know how to breathe, how to work with my system, and like I said, I don't need to know how it works. I don't need to understand it. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor. I'm just me, but now I'm the healthiest version of me because of my team, my people. You know, the best part about this is that all of these people in this room become your family away from family. You know, my biggest complaint of this entire facility is that we're not allowed to hang out with staff outside. Dr. K! We're all sleeping on the weekend. But they became my family because I was here by myself for a majority of the time. So I could walk in and Cam would be like, something's not right. You know, Tyler would be like, you had a bad day. You had a bad day and we can tell without you even telling us. You're too quiet. You're never quiet. You know, and they could tell when I was in pain when I didn't even know I was in pain or when I needed something that I didn't know I needed. So it's because of my team and my people that I can't even begin to explain how much I will miss all of my people in this room, like everybody. Doctors BLT, you know, Sarah, Jen, like I'm gonna miss everybody. And I look forward to my 6-month checkup because then I get to come and show everyone what I've, accomplished and see everybody. And, you know, I hope that I don't get remembered only as the crazy lady with the ferret. Because I did buy a ferret here because I was so lonely and sad. If I had them outside the clinic, I wouldn't have gotten a ferret. So really, it's Dr. K's fault. But I mentioned Chad and I own a race company, and we are very, very involved in our community back home. And with the education that everyone has given me and what I've learned about CRPS and our diseases and that we're not alone, I really, really feel that this disease chose me for a reason. I'm not a sit back and take it. I'm an advocate. I love philanthropy. So, you know, it's already on my to-do list to go home and add an awareness 5K for CRPS. I've talked to Tammy about holding one here in Arkansas as well as in Florida where we are, because people need to know, and they need to know that there's hope, and it's not cured, and I'm sure that going home is freaking me out. I'm super stressed to jump back in because I have the PTSD of the pain, and I never want to feel that pain again, but I have the tools and the education to keep myself healthy. So that's what I'm going to do. But yes, it's nerve-wracking to go home and to leave everybody because I feel safe here. I know that if I trip on the sidewalk walking out, you guys can fix me. So now I just have to take care of myself, go slow, and remember that it's not a cure, but it is a remission. And I am 6 weeks no pain. So you guys can have it.
With that being said, Amber did something different, if I could interrupt you for a second.
Please do.
So a lot of the times when people come in and they feel pain and muscle soreness, the numbers get confused. And Amber didn't do that. You clearly knew the difference of it's almost in a way taking a risk and saying, I don't feel CRPS, I feel something. Something's not moving right. Something feels off. But she was able to separate that. Goosebumps just thinking about it, because it's a big deal. And it takes a lot of confidence in your body to know that you are healing, you're on the right path. And some days your bubbly personality wasn't there, and that was probably the most scary because you're recognizing the changing that's happening in your body.
Yeah.
But thank you for that. And it's really nice to see, because a lot of people don't chance of feeling different things in the body.
Yes.
That well.
I welcome the muscle soreness.
Yes.
The fire is gone.
The fire's gone.
Now I'm just sore.
We had 3 weeks of having to do everything seated because of it was about 3 weeks, because of the dizziness was so bad, so it slowed things down, but then you picked right back up. It was amazing. It was amazing to work with you. You made big changes.
And now you know what animals sound like.
Yeah. Amber may resemble a ferret sound as she's working out.
And an elephant.
Definitely an elephant. Definitely an elephant.
Where is your ferret today?
He is packed up and ready to head to Florida after lots of fights and arguments and the most incredible husband in the world. He is officially going to be a Florida ferret.
Good. We did need a Spero ferret to spend time.
He almost did.